Hello, welcome back. You're on day 4 of the Launch Your Coaching Biz Challenge. I'm your host, Amy Ramsey, and you are on day 4. Congratulations. If you are still taking daily action steps, if you are still watching these videos daily, you're keeping up in the Facebook group, you are freaking rocking it. So I want you to first pat yourself on the back because I know getting into daily action when maybe you haven't been previously, it's a big deal. It's a big deal and you should celebrate that. And I want to celebrate you for sticking with it this long. And yesterday we started to get into some business strategy. We started to talk about what exactly are you selling? What exactly are you selling? What does your coaching package look like? And today we're going to talk about the who. We are going to talk about your ideal clients and who you are going to help. So here's the deal with this piece. I talk to so many people who get incredibly stuck when it comes to talking about their niche, talking about their ideal client. I do not want that to be you. If that has been you, make a commitment before we even keep going in this video. Make a commitment that today is going to be the day that you pick a niche and you stick with it. Okay? Pick a niche and stick with it. Now, here's the deal with this. Here's the deal. You absolutely can change your niche later in your business. Absolutely possible. What I've found, and myself, my own journey working with my clients, a lot of my other mastermind buddies, what I've found is that your niche actually evolves as you evolve. So this is where my coaching is way different than any other business coach out there because I really don't believe in all of these ideal client exercises and doing all these worksheets and trying to figure out, writing out on paper, who is this person? I don't believe in that because that person comes from your head. That person is some idea of who you have created in your head rather than a person who is, out there that you're truly connecting with. So what I mean by this, when I discovered my ideal client, I could not have dreamed her up. I did not even know she existed. It wasn't until working with her for a few months, I realized I loved working with her. She was getting great results. And so I realized in that moment, wow, if I had, 20 clients that were just like this one person, I would be freaking lit up in my business. I would absolutely love working with her. What is it about her that I love? And so what is it about her that makes her an ideal client for me? So I hope that eases some of your stress, some of your worry, if this is a piece of the puzzle that you've really gotten stuck on before, because it's really cool when you can start and allow things to evolve. Now, here's the flip side of that. The flip side to that is you really do have to pick something and stick with it for at least 6 months. Often what happens is people put out stuff for 2 weeks, a month, maybe 2 months, and they start to freak out and panic and say, oh my God, this isn't working. And that may or may not be true. There's a lot of things that go into business, and so you don't know if it's your ideal client that's not working. Maybe it's your communication. Maybe it's some other piece of the puzzle. So what I want to talk to you about today is how do you choose someone who can represent who your ideal client is so that you can get started in your business, you can commit to that for at least 6 months, and you can go out there and really start serving your clients and making a difference in their world, and then you allow the rest of it to evolve from there. So first of all, yesterday, I believe it was the day we talked about intention and why. The day that we talked about intention and why, I asked you, what pisses you off? And I said, put a pin in it. We're going to come back to that. Today is the day. So there are 2 big questions that I often have my clients ask themselves when they're really struggling about the who. And the first is, what pisses you off? and looking at who fits into that category of what pisses you off. Okay, so for me, it's often people who are settling in their lives. And if you're settling in your life, it also means you're someone who probably is lacking some confidence, lacking some trust in yourself, doesn't fully believe you can have the life you want. They also typically are somewhat of a victim to their circumstances. They say they have no control over their life versus, really having the power, and having those empowered choices. Like, those are some of the pieces that make up the type of people in life who really settle. So look at what pisses you off in life and then look at who fits into that category. That's the first one. The second one is to think about a testimonial that truly would bring you to tears. So if you think about working with someone for, 6 months to a year, and at the end of working with you, they wrote you this testimonial, and what are they saying in the testimonial that just hits you in your heart? It brings tears to your eyes, and you think, wow, like, I really truly made a difference for this person. What is it that they're saying? What is it that they're saying about your ways of being, about how you coached them, about what you got them through? So what were the breakthroughs that you allowed them to have? What was the success? What was the results? Really write that out and then go through and start to look at those pieces. And that's really going to help you figure out more about, what is this work that you truly, again, from the heart space, like, what is this work you truly want to be doing in the world? So once you have, this, what pisses you off, and you dive into what that looks like, and then you take, the testimonial that's really going to move you, you really start to mesh those together. And you're going to start to see some patterns. You're going to start to see, some blending and where they all fit together. And so that's going to really help you figure out who your ideal client is for right now. And then again, you can evolve, you can start to get more in depth with these different pieces. So for instance, you may say, okay, I help people. And then you realize it's I help women. Then you realize I help women of a certain age, or maybe I help corporate women, I help entrepreneurs. Maybe there is some other qualifying factor to that group that is really fitting in with everything you've come up with so far. So that's how you're really going to start to piece this together. The third thing, number 3, the third thing I want you to be looking at is really, what is the pain points? What are the problems that you really want to help your people overcome? Okay, so what are those things? So for instance, if you're a health coach, obviously health, you want them to be the healthiest. However, there's a lot of different ways to do that. Do you want to focus on weight loss? Do you want to heal disease? Do you want to help people go vegetarian or vegan or paleo? Like, what is it about your niche, about what you are feeling called to do that you really want to be helping people with? So lots of times the little life coaches in the group have a harder time with this because life coaching can be very broad. So for life coaching, I just want to give you a couple of examples here. So maybe you help people with big change in their life. Maybe you help people with their confidence, empowerment. Maybe it's something like their connection. So that could get a little bit into, love or relationship coaching. Maybe it's like you're helping people communicate and connect with other human beings, whether it be in a romantic relationship or not. So, even if you have this broad life coaching umbrella, I really want you to dive in and look at what are those specific pieces that you really truly feel called to help people with and would light you up when your clients have that light bulb moment themselves. Okay, so we've got looking at what pisses you off and who are the people that fit into that category. Number 2, we've got looking at what is the testimonial that would make you cry. And then number 3, we've got this piece around what is it you most want to help people with. And from there, that's where you're really going to be able to create the language to be communicating with your ideal client. That's where you'll be able to really land on someone that you can help. And again, I want you to be thinking of this as for now. Start and evolve. My clients get tired of hearing me say this, okay? Start and evolve. It's truly how I have developed the business I have. And I really, really believe it's going to help you out. And especially if you are one of those people that have been really spinning in this area of niche for a very long time, this is going to break you through if you are willing to go there with me. So for today, make a commitment. Be willing to go there. So I want to hear about what you're coming up with. I want to hear about who are these amazing, amazing people that you get to help and that are going to have your support out in the world. So make sure you post in the Facebook group today. As always, as every single day, I'm going to be in Facebook Live today, which is within the group. If you log in to the Facebook group, you're going to see a Facebook Live. You'll see a video come up at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, and I'm going to be there with you today answering any of your questions. And please, 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 please get support. Get support. Call for coaching, as they say. Really, truly draw a line in the sand and decide today is the day that you are going to figure out this piece. You are going to get really clear and be able to move forward. I'm here to support you. The other people in the group are here to support you. So reach out, get support. Let me know what you come up with. I cannot wait to see who these amazing people are that you get to help in the world. And I hope you have an absolutely amazing and blessed day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.